I kind of didn't want you to leave. You should come back and watch a movie. I said something like that.
Mhm.
And guess what he said?
Hey,
Hey, family, and welcome back to the Jacobson Post. We're trying out new intros, so let us know if it's something that you want us to try or if it's something that we should never try again. We're doing a video that you've all been asking us for.
How did we meet?
How did we meet? Our love story.
Yeah.
I'm excited to share it with y'all. So, fun fact, a little background. Justin here is from small town North Dakota. When I say small town, less than 200 people, y'all. And my crazy butt moved there for my first news job, and it was a wild run. I was out being a town girl, you know, I was living the life. I'm single, I'm living the dream, I have my dream job. I did get pregnant with our little baby boy Duncan, but y'all know, as a woman, it is so easy for a man to just walk around. He got 5 children on the way, nobody will ever know. As a woman, I had to walk around, you know, pregnant. Everybody saw that, everybody knew, but like, I was determined to keep my chin held high, and I'm not gonna go through this sad, not gonna go through this lonely. I'm cute still. I'm still that girl. Baby or not, I'm still a town girl. So I was like, I'm gonna date, but we're gonna date effective. So I deleted Tinder and I downloaded Hinge.
And you all know the reason why people delete Tinder and download Hinge.
Tinder's if you wanna, you know, have fun. Hinge is if you want this. And I will stand on that. So I downloaded Hinge, and then after a few weeks of being on Hinge, you know, I was like very emotional, hormonal, etc. People would swipe, we'd chat for a little bit, and then I'd be like, hey, I'd like to let you know that, you know, I am with child. This is my situation. And then a lot of people would be like, dip out, or people would have really weird fetishes with pregnant women. But then there's this guy that has swiped up on me.
Yep, that was me. I saw her profile, and one thing with Hinge, if you're familiar with it, is you can't just swipe on them and hope to match. You have to find something specific on their profile to either like or comment on. So I went through her profile, I saw a photo of her that I thought just looked stunning. So I commented, I sent a message under that photo, the melting face emoji, and basically meaning that that photo is so hot that it's making me melt.
And instantly, I'm looking at his photos, and I'm like, nah. But he had this one photo on there, and it was a hunting photo. So the hunting photo gets screenshot along with the melting face. You went in every sorority group chat. You went in all the girlfriends group chats, best friend, everything. I'm like, what are we saying? What are we doing? Like, he's cute. It was the smile. It was the hat. I don't know. It was eating it up for me. So then I replied. And we yapped for a long time.
Yeah, we chatted, and just as she mentioned before with her other matches, she did tell me after we were chatting for quite a bit that it was something along the lines of, before this goes any further, I do want to tell you that I am pregnant.
Yeah.
And I think even something on there that says like, and I understand if this is a deal breaker or whatever, but just like, I do need to tell you that.
Shout out to my homegirls that helped me curate that message, because it was so hard to send.
But, and generally, historically, I was somebody who I'd be like, hey, I wish you all the best of luck, but this is not what I'm looking for. And I don't know what's exactly separated Adrian from anyone else. But in my mind, rather than me being like, oh, dang, well, gotta start off fresh or whatever, I'm like, well, she's easy to talk to and everything like that. we'll just keep on chatting. Yep.
So every single night we played 21 questions, and until Justin fell asleep. He always would fall asleep first. But like we just really would either be on the phone and I'd be in my bath, because when I was pregnant I lived in the bathtub. But we just asked each other questions, picked one another's brains, and really just like got to know each other.
And I will say too, these questions were.
It wasn't what's your favorite color?
Yeah, they were real questions, and we were giving real answers. Like you can tell when people are giving those half answers or even fake answers or whatever. Like we were kind of putting it all out there very early.
Yeah, because it was, I don't know, like you said, it was just something. There's something about him. And something about me.
Something about her.
But that Friday or Saturday came.
It was Friday.
That Friday came, and I had to work. And did you ask me?
No. So on Friday we were messaging, and you said, or you asked me if I had any plans for the weekend. And I said, well, I don't have any plans tonight. I have plans tomorrow to meet up with friends at
Craft Cave?
Nope, it would have been Copper Dog. So I said that, and then you said, well, would you want to perhaps do something tonight then? Yeah. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take her out to a nice spot. One of the nice places. And by nice, I'm not talking about like a fancy schmancy thing like that, but it was classy.
Yeah. When you said yes, the girl in me was like, crap, now I gotta go. I wanted to cancel so bad because one, I'm pregnant, I'm hormonal. I'm so nervous because I was kind of big and I just did not know what it was going to be like. Like, this is my first date, you know? So I was like, what? I didn't know what to expect. My friends hyping me up and everything, but I'm just like, what am I doing? Adrian, what are you doing? So we went to the
Peacock Alley.
And I ordered nachos, like these loaded nachos, and I absolutely did not like them. But I was like trying to play it cool because like I didn't want to seem picky. I didn't want to be that person. So I'm like eating real slow, not really eating at all, just talking to him. And you got like those dipper, what is that sandwich?
It was the French dip.
Yep. Yeah. And we were just talking, and it was just like very good conversation. And he made it very clear, like his intentions. He's not looking to just Tinder it up. If you know, you know. He was looking for something long term. I was looking for something long term. Let him know my situation. We were very, very clear about what we want, what we're looking for, what we don't like, it was almost like an interview, but a very like it was like an interview.
It was natural though.
But yeah, a very natural. It came
naturally.
Interview. Yeah. Very great conversation. We stayed until the place closed.
Yep.
And then he goes to drop me off.
Yep.
And like we're talking, and I did not want the night to end, but like I can't go to a bar. I'm in my second trimester. I'm like, I can't go to a bar. So he takes me home, and I get in my bath, and then we're texting. You get home, and then I was like, I kind of didn't want you to leave. You should come back and watch a movie. I said something like that, and guess what he said?
I said, if you really want me to come over, I will. And at this point, it's like 1, 2 a.m. again. So
and he lives like 15 minutes away.
Yep.
In the snow.
Yep, in the snow.
In the snow.
But yeah, it was I wasn't ready for the night to end either. Yeah. And yeah, it was just one of those things. Like I remember I dropped her off and I'm driving home, and I was just thinking about all the things that we were talking about, and I'm like, nobody that I've went on dates with in my entire life was so upfront, real, and she was also really sweet too. Like there was just something about her that I adored, absolutely adored. And all that stuff going on in my head.
And again, y'all, when he said that he would come back, I was like, dang, I'm in the bath. I gotta get dressed again. Wasn't really expecting it. But he came back, and we watched my all-time favorite movie. If you actually know me, you actually know that this is my favorite movie. I don't like when people try to say that it's not, because it really is.
Grease.
And then I was so nervous that I didn't sing the songs, but I'm singing them in my head like I'm humming them. And he's singing all the words out loud, and I'm just like, oh, this guy's perfect.
But we watched Grease, and then we finished Grease. I'm about to fall asleep, and Adrian's looking for the next thing to watch.
That I was like, I kind of like had insomnia while I was pregnant. So I was just always up at night, and then I would like sleep during the day.
Mm-hmm. And one thing that we mentioned to everybody about that date and everything is that we enjoyed each other's company a lot during that time, to the point where after that there was very, very few days that you could probably count on one hand that we did not see each other after that. So
he slept over the night that, obviously I'm not going to send him home after we watched Grease at like 2 a.m. So he slept over, went out with your friend the next night, came back over. We were together every single night except for a few business trips that he had, and then I went home like once or twice. But we were together every single day, all the time, anytime that we could be. And best time ever. And that's why, like, I will say our story shows that love doesn't have a timeline. There's no timeline on an engagement. There's no timeline on when you should and shouldn't be doing things, because whenever you know, you just know.
Yeah.
Because when you know, you know. When you know, you know. But like, yeah, when people are like, oh, how long have you guys been together? I kind of don't like that question, because that just kind of insinuates like, oh, you've been together for so long, you deserved the ring. No, I'm just in love. Like, I feel like I've known you for my whole life.
Right.
It almost feels like a piece of you was missing, and then you finally got your piece and everything makes sense. It's like...
Exactly.
It just makes sense.
Yeah. Found the missing piece of the puzzle.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I mentioned this. I have had a few questions of with her being pregnant and everything. When I started dating her, I was asked, like, is that what you're into? And answer was no. I was interested in her, and she just so happened to be pregnant. And there was times when we'd be together, like let's say that we were going out to eat or something like that, she's sitting right in front of me, and if you saw a picture of her when you're pregnant, the only, like, literally it was just the belly that, and if you're sitting down at a table, you cannot tell at all. And and I also mentioned too that I've been in quite a bit of relationships that would be considered the traditional route that did not work at all. And yeah, was this kind of an unconventional start? Yeah, but I am at more peace. I am in love, and I have that missing piece. I feel full, and that's the important thing.
And a lot of people say, like, I don't know how he did that. He's such a good man. I just, like, couldn't. Life happens. God does everything for a reason. He was there when Duncan was born. I was in labor for like 38 hours, 36, 38 hours.
Something like that.
Yeah. He was there the whole time. Hospital visits at 2 a.m. because I needed to get rushed to the ER. He was taking me in the snow. He was rubbing, massages, stretches, making sure I was eating right. Like, he was my person. He's always been my person. It just makes sense. Like, it makes sense for us. And just because it doesn't make sense for someone else, just because you don't have all the answers and we don't owe you all of the answers, just be happy. And that's like what we tell a lot of people. And a lot of people tell us, as long as we're happy, that's all that matters. My baby's smiling. My baby loves his mama. He loves his dad. And we're good.
We're good.
God's got his blanket of protection over us. And this is all in his plan. Everything, if you follow God and you follow his plan, it'll all align. It might not make sense from the outside, might not make sense when you're first going into it. But looking back on it now, it's like, I see why you did what you did.
Yeah.
But so, if you're scared of online dating, this goes to show that it can work. Put effort into your profiles. Put effort into your conversations. And be your authentic self.
And be intentional.
Be very intentional. If you know that you're just dating to fling around, let that be known. If you're dating to marry, let that be known and act like it. Once I changed my mindset from being a town girl to dating to marry, dating to be a mother, dating to be a wife, the dating pool for me changed. And you were the only one filming it.
She's proud of that one. Let's hang it up. Hang it up. Frame it.
I ate that up.
Yeah, you did. That was good.
Thank you. Well, we hope that you like these videos, and we're so happy that we could share our love story with you guys. We will be starting a new series, Wedding Wednesdays.
Ooh.
We'll be talking about what we're doing with our wedding, giving you guys wedding updates, giving you all the tips and tricks that you need to know, maybe some wedding hacks. I don't know, you just have to tune in. So Sundays and Wednesdays content.
Let's go.
Let's go. And then, of course, we have TikTok, Instagram content. We're not going anywhere. We're on all platforms. Make sure you click the links in our bio. Make sure you subscribe. Turn our post notifications on so you're updated once we post a video. Because you're a part of our family now. So make sure you subscribe!
And comment as well. Comment anything else that you would like us to discuss or anything like that.
Yeah, share your love stories in the comments.
Yeah.
For sure. And I know somebody asked about vlogs. What kind of vlogs do you guys want to see? Because, like, I mean, we're not boring. I'm not going to be like, we don't do anything. Because we do. But, like, what do you guys want to see? So let us know that as well. Until next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.